Hurrah! So it is 5:06 on the 9th of February. Every day. I'm just going to work. I've just finished at the gym. I woke up around 2 p.m. I think I didn't get to the gym till about 3 p.m. I was just dicking around, and it took me a little bit to wake up, and I had to pack a couple things. Gym was pretty good though. I ended up doing a push day. Push days are always hard, just because I always feel like my shoulder gives out, like my joints give out before I reach muscular failure. I always feel like. So I never feel like I'm working hard enough. And like, look, the gym was pretty packed this afternoon. I don't know why, but I thought it was a weekday, so I thought there was going to be lots of school kids. But I mean, and there were, but it's just Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. Anyways, good session. I think I had a revelation that I was like, oh, you know what? I'll try the workout session in my watch. And it turns out it's probably the easiest way to track my rest times, because I literally just push one button and then it just resets it. I finish a set, push one button, reset it. It's not having to pause, reset, and then go again like how I was doing. So, you know what? Maybe if I just learned how to use my watch properly, I wouldn't have had to make things so hard for myself for however long. I mean, I've only owned this watch for a year, and I'm only just realizing how bloody useful it is. Unbelievable. Maybe tonight, if I get some spare downtime, I should probably read up on the user manual of my watch, you know, just to make sure that I'm getting the most out of it. And then, so yeah, I think I worked out, I did weights for about an hour and 16 minutes, something along those lines, give or take 5 minutes, I think it was. And then I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go for a run on the treadmill. I set my pace at I think it's 9 kilometers an hour. I think that's how I'm reading it. So I did about, and I just ran. I didn't stop, and I just ran for about 2Ks at that pace. Originally I was only going to just do 1K, and then I was like, oh, I don't feel too bad. I'll just keep going. I thought that I had this preconception in my head that since I'm still sick and I'm still hocking up all sorts of green goodness, that I just wouldn't be able to run at all, that I'd just be huffing and wheezing like a squeaky toy. That's what I imagined in my head. And turned out it was not like that. I did get a bit sniffly a couple of times, and I did have to cough maybe like twice. But besides that, it really was not as bad as what I was thinking. Which got me into and then even halfway through maybe towards the end of my weight sesh, I was thinking about mindset for a lot of things, on how I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and everyone that ever, not everyone, I don't know if everyone's the right thing, but it seems like for a lot of people that have made all these big accomplishments, one of the things that always seems to be hindering their journey, I guess, is always just mindset, and that, we are our own worst enemies. And even today, even this afternoon was an example, because for however long I'd just been imagining that I can't run that far, I'm going to be sounding like a squeaky toy, I won't be able to breathe. I just made up all these stupid excuses. But this afternoon, I just fucking did it, and it worked. And it really wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So, just goes to show that sometimes just not thinking is just better. I hope that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me because it's just like the whole, the more you think about something, the more you're going to talk yourself out of it. But yeah, no, it's been a really positive mindset this morning. I feel pretty accomplished, really. So yeah, and then since I got to the gym at 3, I had enough time for a nice workout. Well, good enough. And 15 minutes. I only just did 15 minutes on the treadie, just because I'm always a bit time conscious, and I know that I'm not going to be too late, but I want to keep reading. Like I want to keep that habit going. I don't want to always keep giving up my book, I guess. Or no, I don't think that's the right phrasing. It's more like I'm just trying to be conscious about building that habit, and I want to keep that going. So yeah. So look, and this is going to lead into the mindfulness section. So what am I grateful for today? It's going to be the fact that nobody stole my shoes. Now let me explain. So as I was getting ready for the gym this afternoon, I went to go put my shoes on, and then I was like, wait, where are my shoes? So, because I was like, well, they're definitely not in the car because I don't remember seeing them. And then it dawned on me, I'd left my shoes at the gym probably like 2 days ago, and I was like, fuck, they're $300 shoes. So it was kind of like a game of, are my shoes still going to be there? And then luckily they were, because I would have left them in the shower room, but somebody had put them from the shower room onto the cube shelves just outside of the shower room. And yeah, they'd been sitting there for at least 2 days, I'd say. And nobody stole them. So that, I'm so grateful for my gym community for not stealing my shoes. I don't know why you'd want my used shoes. I mean, free shoes. But that's number one gratefulness thing today. Now, key focus points for today. I've already smashed out the gym and a run, so now it's going to be reading my book and playing guitar after I finish work, provided that my housemate is awake. Even if she's not awake, I might just take the guitar outside and just play outside. I'd probably actually feel better playing outside because that way there's nothing in the back of my head thinking that A, she can hear me, or B, I might potentially wake her up. So I actually, now that I say it out loud, it's probably the best idea. So yeah, those are my key focus. Oh, and look, I guess another one is just going to be calories today, just keeping on top / tracking. Now, main thing will be to not undereat today, because I think the last couple of nights I've had some walnuts to help bring my fat content up, but I ate all the walnuts last night and I didn't have time to go to the shops this afternoon because, well, I just prioritised going to the gym. So, but I mean, look, I've got enough protein to supplement that, and I brought some sardines and some oysters to help increase my fat content. We've got the barbecue on tonight, so all I need to do is eat within reason, try and spitball, have an idea as to what that caloric intake is going to look like, and then we'll go from there. Like if we'll just try and stay within some kind of ballpark. I'm thinking out loud. If I aim for about 2,500 calories for me to eat before the barbecue, or like anywhere from 2,000 to 25, because like when I do cardio and do weights, I usually sit around 3,500 to 4,000 calories each day expended. So, you know, a caloric deficit would still be around, if I ate 25 to 3,000. So yeah, if that all makes sense, if I just aim for 2,000 to 2,500, and then I give myself like a 500 calorie buffer, depending on how much I'm going to eat, or, you know, get close, and then I can always either not have some protein after the barbecue, or just, I think that's probably the easiest actually. Like, don't consume all my calories, do the barbecue, and then see what's left over. Check out my daily expenditure, and we'll just go from there. So yeah, and I think there's the next section is how am I going to achieve that? I just explained it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I just explained everything. I think the only comment in the gym would be that, I did a lot of dumbbell stuff when it came to chest. I didn't use the bar, and instead I was using dumbbells for both. I did a lying down dumbbell press. I then did an incline dumbbell press. A lot of the time, the key failing component was my elbow and shoulder positions, I found, or like shoulder tension, to be more precise. So I was very conscious of hand positions whilst doing my pressing. Instead of having the straight, I would have more closer to a 45 to ensure that my elbows stay more tucked in towards my body, so that way I don't hurt myself and then be really mad. So that was pretty good. And then I could, and here's another one. Since the gym was so fucking packed, I usually just do seated dumbbell press. I do it every time. I've done it for months, ever since I got clearance to do surgery, clearance to do the gym after surgery. But everywhere that you can imagine, like all the machines, all the benches, everywhere was just full. And I was like, you're kidding me. Like, usually I have some kind of success somewhere. So today, I did a standing barbell press, which I have not done in years, literally years. It's always scared me. But look, I just kept my hands shoulder width apart. If anything, maybe that tiny bit closer. I watched my elbow positioning. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. I just did the bar, and I only did about 8 reps as well, because I'm just not very strong, and I didn't really want to push it any further. Because I always just try and focus on getting anywhere between 8 to 12 reps, preferably 10 to 12 reps, just because I prefer to go the time under tension compared to just the weight. So I'd rather destroy my muscles via volume compared to just doing less, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense, but sorry. I prefer exercising my weak joints with more volume that has less pressure on my joints compared to if I was doing a higher weight and less reps. There you go. That's how I meant to say it. 1, 2, 3. And then I literally just finished with some. And then I did the through shoulder thingy, and fuck me, that is such a great exercise because it works my rear delts and it doesn't cause me any pain, and it's fucking awesome. And I don't even really worry about potentially hurting myself during that exercise. So I'm super grateful for my little brother for showing me that exercise. And then look, and on the bright side, I did some skull crushes today, and I didn't drop the bar on my head like I did last time. I think I dropped it on my head twice. So all in all, very positive. Super stoked that I didn't hurt myself like that. But geez, I was doing such a light weight but I just physically could not do any more. But it just, sometimes it feels like I'm not doing anything, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, look, honestly, good session. I was tracking my calories, and yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I've waffled on enough this morning, so I'm going to keep driving to work, and then I'll just talk to you. I'll talk to you when I finish work. Well, this will teach me to empty my coffee cup. God fucking damn it. Alrighty, so it is 8:05, 10th of February. So finished night shift, came home, and how good, when I opened up my car door, I didn't do my coffee lid up properly, and I forgot that it was over on the side, kind of just sitting there, and it spilt all down the side of my car. Luckily I've got waterproof seat covers, so that was fun, but it was all through my bag, on my seat, down the side, on the floor. Fucking mushroom coffee or tea. Luckily it was pretty easy to clean up. Everything's kind of just drying out now. So that was a fun time. So I think this leads into the mindfulness entry of what did I learn today? Make sure my coffee cup is in a secure place. I learned a bunch. I think I learned a couple other things tonight. I've been using ChatGPT, but to do my summaries, and it's been doing like a simplified summary. But tonight I asked it to do its summary tonight, and when I read it through, it was kind of exactly like the day beforehand. So I missed out a lot of stuff that I talked about when I was driving to work. So I got a new summary, and it's a lot more detailed, and I think I prefer it. So I'll probably go with those kinds of summaries from now on. A bit more detail, so that's pretty good. And then it was the using my Garmin for when I'm exercising. I learned that I've been doing things the hard way, and that I really don't know how to use my watch. So I talked about it driving to work, but the long story short is that if I just track my strength workout through the activity instead of just through a stopwatch, it's easier to reset the timer for my rest periods, and I didn't realise that it even did my rest periods for me. So that was pretty good. I was really, really happy when I found that. So I'll do that from now on. Positive things that happened today. Look, I went to the gym. I had a good session. I went for a 2K run after that. I read my book when I got to work. I'm gonna read some more of my book now, just because I couldn't play guitar again because my housemate is asleep, and I don't want to wake her up because she's sick. So I'll just do that instead. I know I talked about sitting outside and just playing guitar, but I just can't be fucked after wasting time cleaning my car. I kind of just want to chill out, and I might just read a couple of pages of my book, and that way I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go outside with my guitar and then bring it back inside. I'm thinking that maybe I should just bring my guitar to work, and then I should just maybe spend some time, instead of reading
before I go to work or before I start work, maybe just play some guitar instead. Because I used to have it in my car all the time, but then I got concerned about leaving it in my car all the time, and then just for how hot the car can get. And I frequently park outside. I never park undercover, so I didn't want to flog out my guitar just because like the travel one that I would carry around, it's it's my really nice one from Europe, and I want to look after it. Well, I mean, I'm trying to look after all my guitars now, except my Yamaha. Well, I mean, it's not that I don't look after it, but it's just I haven't restrung that one. I didn't really like. I prefer playing the other ones. I just felt that it just sounded better coming from them, like a richer tone. And I know that I could switch the strings, and maybe I might, but because like realistically, the Yamaha is a good one because it already has the inbuilt tuner, whereas the European Tanglewood does not. Other positive things. I went to my first crew barbecue today. We do a barbecue every Sunday, every swing. I just haven't gone to any of them, except for the one last night, and it was really nice. So yeah, I did all that. Yeah, look, and then in my notepad, I remembered to write down that all the activities that I did today. So like today I wrote down, yesterday I did 20 minutes of elliptical, I did an hour and 20 minutes of weights, 25 minutes worth of reading, 15 minutes of running, and that was 2 kilometers. Now I just need to make sure that whenever I run on a treadmill, I input the kilometers in my Garmin Connect, just so that way, because for the experience goal, it's tracked in kilometers and not time. So that's just something to be like that I need to be conscious of. So that way, whenever I do a run on the treadmill, that's not recorded in the Garmin, because the Garmin doesn't know how far I'm running. The Garmin only knows how far I'm running when I run outside, because it uses like real GPS. So just things to keep in mind. So yeah, I've switched up the summary style to be a bit more detailed. Yeah, slowly working through things. What other? Now I need to switch back to the mindfulness template. Self-reflection and notes. Look, I am being slack with the guitar. I just need to try and find a way that makes it flow. Like usually I would just do it as soon as I get home, because usually there are kids here and they're awake. But it's different now because there's no kids over the weekend, which is both a blessing and a curse, if that makes any sense. I was thinking I might reschedule my dentist appointment because it's a pain, because I've got it booked on Thursday, but actually, the other positive thing is that my travel agent sent through some stuff for Japan, so I might go in and book through them. They said to me that they've got $900 return flights at the moment, and that they can book me in for the Japan tour I want to do. I was thinking about talking to my friends real quick before I booked it in, just so that I can, tell them that I might just go over early, do my tour, and then I can catch up with them afterwards, whatever city they're in. And then I think we just might do it that way. And I'll still get 10 days with them, just because I want to go for as long as possible. I really want to see as much of Japan as I can, do everything that I can. It just makes sense to me. But I've got until the 13th, so I might even call my friend today when I wake up and just talk to her about it. And then I might just book in maybe tomorrow morning, or just email back and say that I'll pay the deposit that they're requesting. Oh fuck that! This must be part of the notes section. But look, on, besides that, it was a pretty, like, yesterday was a really productive day. Like, I did a fair bit. Like, I did a lot. I think the only thing that I really lacked on were tracking my calories, and then playing guitar. Everything else was pretty spot on. But now I'm going to try, read my book for 10 to 15 minutes, and then try and get some sleep, just because I only had 5 hours yesterday. So, I had a big day all of yesterday, so I'd rather try and get some more sleep today. And then if I wake up at 2 o'clock again, that's not a bad time for me to get up and go to the gym. The bag is pre-packed already, kind of. So yeah, I'll have to make a list of things to do when I wake up tomorrow or later today. But I think that's virtually it. Fuck, I'm tired. Anyways, just remember, you are enough. You've got this. Go crush some goals. Go kick some ass. Go do something.